The Bourgault DLC and the John Deere 9RX series are finally here. What's going on, everybody? DjGoHam here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to our first look at the Bourgault DLC featuring the John Deere 9RX series. This DLC is $7.99 USD and is available for all platforms. It includes one new tractor, 3 new seeders, 2 which come with air carts, 1 new cultivator, and 1 new weeder. Let's check it out. First up, let's start with the John Deere 9RX series. This was the #1 most requested mod in Farming Simulator 19, maybe Farming Simulator history, on the backside of the Seasons mod. This has 4 different engine options, all of which are just absolute beasts, and 2 different wheel options. On the left here, we have the lowest engine, the 9470, with the normal tracks. And on the right here, we have the 9620RX with the 3-meter wide tracks. Those of you that were asking, yes, we have 3D tracks on the 9RX, which were introduced with the Class Platinum DLC expansion. Man, oh man. Let's check it out in the store. Where are you going to find this? This is going to be found in vehicles. This is going to be found in large tractors. And boy, oh boy, right here it is, right in between all of our in-game stuff and the Class DLC. 9RX series base price $428,500, has a base horsepower of 517 horsepower, will hold 1,514 liters of fuel, will go 24 miles per hour, and I've got 5 of them on this map. Let's jump in and check it out. First thing we see is an engine setup. We have the 9470RX, going to give you 517 horsepower. We've got the 9520RX. It's going to cost you $27,500 and has an increase up to 572 horsepower. Your third engine option is the 9570RX, which is going to cost you an extra $55,500 and has an increase up to 628 horsepower. And the big boy, the 9620RX, with an increased price of $76,500, but an increased horsepower of 670 horsepower, making this the 3rd most powerful in-game vehicle in Farming Simulator 19. We also have a few different track options as well. We've only got 2, which surprised me. We have standard and we have 3-meter. This is the European model. It is what it is. On the back, you've got a normal hitch. We have a 3-point as well, so you don't have just a standard hitch in the back. You've got a 3-point as well, and then, of course, the front just looks absolutely amazing. I think this is the model that a lot of guys are going to be using, the 9620 with the 3-meter tracks. I think this looks amazing. This is my favorite one. If you want to get this one, well, the tracks are going to cost you $5,000 extra with a total price of $510,000. A very, very expensive tractor, but a very, very beautiful tractor as well. Let's jump right in. We're going to take an aerial view around. You can see, we could see straight through the grill. I think that looks awesome. As we go around, you can see on this side, we do have a couple recessed steps, but you're not going to be going up that side anyway. And of course, around to the back, we've got plenty of working lights all the way around. We have dual beacons on the top, so those of you that are wanting those as well. If you need turn signals, you've got turn signals on here. If you're on PC or you're on PlayStation using the side panel, you've got 4-way flashers on there as well. And then headlights. These are going to be your low beam headlights. So you get just your red lights or your amber lights in the back turning on with your lights in the front. Your second one, which is going to be your work lights, that is going to be all of the extra lights. So another 10 lights turning on in the back. And if we get an aerial view, you can see we get lights on the side and the back as well. And then lastly, we get our bright lights turning on, and this thing will just light up the sky. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward to nighttime and just show you how bright this thing is. It is now currently 11 p.m. at night, 2,300 hours. Look at that. If we turn them all off, you can see headlights, very good. Working lights, fantastic. Brights are going to give you a full 360-degree view all the way around the tractor. Is that not amazing or what? Now let's jump in and let's hear what she sounds like. It may have a puny horn, but this thing is going to give the Case IH Quad Track a run for its money. You gotta have one of these on your farm. Next up, we have the biggest, baddest seating combination that you can get in Farming Simulator 19. This is the Bourgault 71300 air card in the back, and in the front, we have the 3420 100-foot 30-point meter Paralink hoe drill. These are insanely large. First up, let's take a look into the store so we know what we're dealing with. We're going to go into tools and we're going to jump into seeders. And again, this stuff is going to be the first DLC that you see. And it's going to be the second set of things we see right here. The 3420-100 and the 71-300 right here, right smack dab in the middle. Let's jump in and let's take a look at the hoe drill first. What I see is a 600 horsepower requirement. So you're going to need to use something big. I see a lot of people using big buds with these too. I think that's going to be really cool. It has a 30.5 meter working width at 11 miles per hour. You're going to need the air cart to go with this as well. And it will plant wheat, barley, oats, canola, soybeans, cover crop, and grass. If we jump in, there is no customization whatsoever. This is going to cost you $430,500, close to $500,000 just for this. And I'm boomed all the way out, by the way, too. Actually, as a matter of fact, it won't let you boom in and out because it's already there. That is absolutely insane. No customization here at all. So what you see is what you get, and it's big. The next up is the air cart, the 71-300 air cart. It's going to cost you $331,500. Has a holding of 45,810 liters of seed and fertilizer, and of course works with the 3420 Paralink hoe drill. If we jump in here, again, we have no customization, so those duals all the way around, yeah, that is standard and you cannot change that. Is that not insane or what? This now takes the cake for the largest air cart that we've got in the game. I mean, just to be fair, we only had 2 to begin with, and now we have 2 more. These things are insane. If they mean business, they mean a lot of business. So let's check it out. We're going to come over here. I'm going to jump in our John Deere, and we're going to look at a few things. So let's turn on our help window, and let's take a look at what we've got. So if I select our seeder itself, I've got fold, lower, turn on, select seed, open cover, and toggle map size. If I click both, left bumper and right bumper, nothing. And if I hold right bumper again, nothing. So there is nothing special, nothing crazy about this. There is one piece that I was confused about and kind of wanted to work, but I can't figure out A, how to get it to work, or B, that it works at all. And that's kind of unfortunate. I wanted the bulk boom to work, but unfortunately, I can't get it to. So let's jump in. We have fold. So what we're going to do is we are going to fold this up, and you are going to see just the massiveness that is the fold. So the middle part comes up, the rear part is going to go back. It's actually going to push our air cart. Oh boy. Yep, that's a great first look spot right there. You know what? Let it happen, because you'll know what's going to happen in case you mess up. So, needless to say, don't do what I have done. Let's try this again, but driving this time. So we're going to be driving it, not sitting still. I think we've learned don't sit still and do this. That did not work very well at all, but this seems to be working okay. So your fold animation is pretty sweet. However, I will say this, it doesn't like to drive straight while this is happening. And it didn't like to fold driving station, or not driving either. Very interesting. Nonetheless, it's up, it's ready to go, you're good to go there. And then, of course, we could fold it back down. Now, unfolding it, rather, this was not an issue at all, as a matter of fact. This worked just fine. Check this out. It's going to fold out, and then it's going to bring in the seeder towards it, just like that. Tractor's not moving, only everything in the back. And you see it's bringing it straight up to it. Well, bring the tractor back a little bit, connecting, and we're ready to go. Just like that, very cool. And again, nothing crazy there. So, if we open up the back, so let's select our air cart now. Here we are going to open up the cart. What that's going to do is it's going to bring this arm out, and then it is going to select the seed right there. And we open up the next one, It's going to go towards the front, and that is going to be your fertilizer, just like that. And if we close it all up, it's going to go all the way back in. Hey, baby, say to yourself, DJ, how much seed versus how much fertilizer will this hold? Well, we're going to find out. I just happen to have a multi-filling station here, so I am going to unfold this, and we are going to bring it around. A little messy with it, isn't it, right there? Ain't nothing too bad. We're going to try and drive this thing right into it, and we are going to do it wrong. Perfect. Hey, but I get the fill notification. So, seeds are first. How many seeds will this hold? It's looking like 10,000 already, 50%. So this is going to be somewhere around 27, maybe 28,000 total. 25,550, okay? Not too bad. Not bad at all. What about fertilizer? We can get out of the pickup zone, bring it back in, because you will always have to do that. Fertilizer's filling up right now, and again, keep in mind, this thing holds a bunch. So it looks like this is going to be very similar. Maybe about 20,000 liters, something like that. 20,260 liters. So there are your numbers right there in case you were curious. 25,500 liters of seed and 20,260 liters of fertilizer. Again, this will do all your normal crops, and it will work with a worker, so you can hire a worker on this as well. It is a direct drill, so you can use this as a direct drill, but as you can see, you're going to need a big map because this is a big seeder. Next, we have something a little bit more reasonable. This is the Bourgault 3320-76 Paralink hoe drill and the 7950 air cart. Now, this air cart actually has some customization. Right now, we have singles on there. However, you can deck it out all you want. This is just a smaller version of the large version that we just messed with, so let's take a look in the store. Where are you going to find this? Of course, this is going to be found in tools. It is going to be found in seeders, and if we go over, it is going to be the first pair that we see, 3320 and the 7950. Your hoe drill is going to cost you $273,500. It has a power requirement of 500 horsepower, a working width of 23.2 meters, so very, very close to the Seed Hawk, and it will go 11 miles per hour, works great with the 7950 air cart, and does all your standard crops just like before. Let's check it out. Anything in here that is notable? Not really. We can boom in and out a little bit, so that's kind of nice. Otherwise, very standard. It is what it is. I will tell you this, and this may be difficult for you guys. The front axle turns. This is not a solid front axle. That axle will turn, and it will... you can see right here, we've got it turned right now. This may give you issues when trying to back up to this thing. I ran into nothing but problems. It's not a problem with the mod, it's a problem with me. I can't back up. So, second best driver in Farm Sim right there. Let's check out the air cart. Where's that going to be? Well, it's going to be right beside it. Right here it is, the 7950 air cart for $272,000. Has a total capacity of 33,475 liters. And it works, of course, with the hoe drill and holds seed and fertilizer. Now, this, we actually have some customization. We have the wheel setup, which is standard. We have rear twins, and then we have twins all around, which I've got to tell you, make this thing look pretty darn cool. And then back to standards again. There's nothing wrong with the standards at all. I will tell you, these models are so incredibly detailed. It's not even funny. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful mods. If I could say that, beautiful mods. Going through, taking a look around the exterior and the outside. Again, the boom, I can't figure out how to make that work. I would love to. If anybody knows how or can, let me know. Looking forward to some of you guys messing with that. Otherwise, again, very, very standard stuff here. Now, unlike before, the unload, or folding rather, is stationary. It just flips right in from the sides and folds up like that. This is going to take up about as much room as the Seed Hawk, so those of you that use the Seed Hawk, I think this mod is going to be extremely familiar with you guys, or to you, and it's going to be very easy to work with. Now, just like before, I want to see how much seed and fertilizer this guy will hold, so we're going to check it out. The unfold animation is very, very similar to the first air cart, the 71300. As you can see, bumps out, goes straight into seed to start with. It does not go to fertilizer to start with, it goes to seed. So think seed, fertilizer, All good there. Let's bring it under here. Let's get in our Q zone. We're going to load up seeds to start with. Now, keep in mind, this holds a lot less, about 10,000 liters less total. So I'm looking for about 5,000 liters total less per one. So 17,620 liters of seed. Fair, fair. What if we bring this in here for fertilizer? Well, fertilizer, I bet, is going to be somewhere around 12 to 13,000, something like that. And if we load it up, it's actually a little bit more. I proved wrong. 15,855. So total numbers for this mod right here, 17,620 liters of seed and 15,850 liters of fertilizer. This is still phenomenal and almost matches in size the Seed Hawk. So if you're using the Seed Hawk and you've got the Bourgault DLC, consider swapping them out. Next up, we've got the model that I was actually the most excited about. I know it's the smallest seeder in the mod, but I don't know, there's something about this thing. I just wanted to use it. It's extremely versatile. It's very portable. It's beautiful. It's a great looking mod. And we've got it behind the 7R right here, but you can easily put this behind a 6R and it's going to work just fine as well. This right here, if you didn't see already from the tag, this is the FMS CD872-8. Let's check it out in the store. Where are you going to go? Tools. We're going to go to Seeders, and this is going to be the 5th person or thing in the line. The FMS CD872-8 for $182,500. It is very expensive compared to things of its size. Keep that in mind. This is still going to be a big, big piece of machinery. 240 horsepower required, holds 7,200 liters of seed and fertilizer combined, 8-meter working width. It is a direct drill just like the two previous, so no issues there. This is a seeder, and it will fertilize as well and does all your standard crops, goes 11 miles per hour. So very cool. Is there customization? I don't believe there's customization for this. Jumping in, zero customization. However, it does look beautiful in here in this light. Oh, I'm loving it. I am loving this thing very, very much so. If we jump in and we turn on our help window, we'll take a closer look at this piece of machinery. We've got, well, all the exact same things as the previous mods. So we're going to open the cover. However, this cover is different because this cover is on top. That's your seed. We'll close that. And then your fertilizer cover in the front will open. So your fertilizer is in the front of all these, seed is in the back of all of these. Folding and unfolding animation, again, very similar. You just fold it up towards the center, just like that. Nice and easy. Does it work? Absolutely. Can we select seed and fertilizer still? Absolutely we can. We can still even open the top, so you can open these if you need to and bring them in and use them, which is cool. So let's take this in and let's see how much seed and fertilizer this will need. So let's go ahead and open up the first tank. Let's pull straight through and let's have this sit right above the rear tanks. Filling up with seeds not going to take a whole lot. Yeah, 4,350 liters. That's not a whole lot at all. If we open up the first one now, I think we're going to have to come through a little bit extra. There we go. Start filling fertilizer right in there. 2,800. Sorry, I'm used to thousands. So we've got 4,350 liters of seed and 2,850 liters of fertilizer. I think it looks so cool though. Does this thing look awesome? This thing's amazing. The next to last piece of machinery with the DLC today is the Bourgault SPS 36050 cultivator. This thing is pretty darn cool if I do say so myself, and it's got a trailer hitch in the back too. We're gonna talk about that. First off, let's take a look in the store and let's check it out. We are gonna be going into tools and we are gonna be going into cultivators. And again, it's gonna be the first thing right here. 480 horsepower required. You're gonna need something big. 12-meter working width at 9 miles per hour. And that is it. Taking a look at it, and there is no customization. It is what it is. $189,500 is going to buy you this guy right here. There is nothing to it. Again, as mentioned, it is what it is. It's a cultivator, man. So let's jump out and let's see what this trailer hitch is all about. This will hook up to anything with a pin hitch. Just like that. You can see that right there. Now this combination right here might be a little rough because I don't have enough horsepower in this tractor to pull this cultivator. But that is not going to keep me from trying. Let's go in and make sure helper buy seed and fertilizer is turned on because we're going to make this happen. I want to see, yep, helper buy everything is on. I want to see this helper do this. So we're going to come up here, and first things first, we are going to cultivate the land. So I'm going to hire a worker. They're going to cultivate the land. We are doing, I believe this is a wheat field. So let's change up. Let's do soybeans. Why not? Let's do soybeans. Pulling forward right now, and you can see, is it working? Yeah, but this tractor is not meant for this cultivator. And dropping down, is it seeding? Absolutely, it's seeding. So we are cultivating and seeding at 12 meters. It is very important to get something at the same width as this. But is it going to work? Yeah, it's going to work. Let's go over here and let's look at the thing right here. You can see it is putting in... Absolutely insane right there. Absolutely insane. But this is something you can do with it if you want to. Again, this is not the tractor I would recommend for this job, but it will work. So, again, anything 12 meters or whatever that you can find that's got a pin hitch on the back will work with this. Now, there is one thing that I just want to mention. It will not work with the Tempo L16 because this doesn't have a pin hitch as a normal ball hitch. Now, will it work with any of these guys right here? Those are 18 meters. What about this one? This is 12 meters. Yep, because it's got a pin hitch. So you can hook up the Horse Maestro SW1675 to this, and it will plant your corn or whatever you would like. That's the great thing about this. It has so many functions. It's not just a cultivator. It's so much more. So use your imagination and let me know what you can come up with. And our last piece of machinery today, the Bourgault KR770 Harrow. This is a very big weeder. Let's check it out. Let's jump in. We've got this. It's going to be found in weeders. Keep in mind, the biggest thing in game we've got is 15.2 meters. This one is bigger. 21.3 meters, but that's not where it stops. So we have a 350 horsepower requirement, 7 miles per hour. Of course, this will do weeds in the first stage, not in the second stage, and it will cost you $56,000. Taking a look at it in the shop itself, and we have the 770-70 and the 770-90. It extends in a whole nother section. What? This thing is huge. We go from 21.3 meter all the way to 27.4 meters. This may actually convince me to turn weeds back on. It's not. Don't worry. I'm not going to do it. $60,500 for this. So it is extremely expensive in comparison to the other stuff in game, especially if you want to go with the largest version. So let's jump in. And let's turn on our help window so we can see kind of what's going on here. Folding animation is very, well, neat, actually. Folds up and then kind of extends itself out. We've got these like metal pole things that are going out. I believe those are some type of cord or chain or something like that. And then we could drive it around. And it booms from side to side. Neat as that. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and unfold it. The only thing is when you start to unfold it, the ends kind of get tangled with each other. It's not a big deal. It is what it is. But nonetheless, kind of neat. Let's bring it over here, and I'm going to hire a worker on this. Otherwise, there's nothing you can do with this, so don't think that this is going to be like your savior thing or whatever. It's just a weeder. But it's massive. Oh yeah, that's right. You can't hire workers to do this job. Silly me. So let's come through. And we get to weeds. The weeds are coming through. As a matter of fact, we can get rid of grass on the side of the field too. That's something different. That's kind of neat. Check that out. That's all right with me. So is it working? Yep. And it's working real well. Now, there is one thing Will it fast farm? No, not even close. So that's not going to work. There, we tap it. Well, says it's in a raised position. Hey, it'll fast farm. Go for it. That's awesome. So a basically 30-meter-ish fast farming weeder. You'll need something with a lot of horsepower, though, because this thing, it's not going anywhere fast. You need a lot of power to make this thing move. But look how fast we're getting this field done. That's not too bad at all. Well, guys, that is going to be it for today. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop a like on the video, get subscribed to the channel, join the GoHamFam, and make sure you turn your notification bells on as well so that you never miss a video. Here on the channel, we do daily farming simulator videos. If you're new, consider subscribing and joining the fam. But with all that being said, I hope you have a great, wonderful rest of your day. We will see you later. Peace.